After I defeated The Miz, my WWE career really started to take off. I won the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cashed it in to beat The Big Show for my first World Heavyweight Championship.
Can you believe it? Daniel Bryan is the new World Heavyweight Champion.
But for every step forward, it seemed like I took 2 steps back. One was pretty big, when at WrestleMania in 2012, I lost the world title in just 18 seconds.
Oh man! A rope kick by Sheamus! Oh my God! Sheamus is the world champion! That may be one of the fastest title changes in the history of WrestleMania!
After that, I was angry and wanted to blame a lot of people for my failure. But it actually led to one of the most enjoyable times of my career.
Daniel Bryan's forced to go to anger management with that man. No!
I formed an unlikely partnership with Kane.
Shut your mouth right now!
The devil's favorite demon is nothing without the world's toughest vegan! No! 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 No!
Kane is one of my favorite people. We almost have the same sense of humor.
Daniel Bryan and Kane hugging out tonight. This is the most awkward and weird thing I've ever seen. There we go, yes, they hugged it out. Anger management, I believe, has been a success.
We just had a lot of fun.
We watch each other's back. Team Hell No style.
We had our first shot at the Tag Team Championships when we faced Kofi Kingston and R-Truth at Night of Champions in 2012.
Big boot. We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned. And right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapist Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles. Irish whip. Took him out at the knee. Vicious strike. What a boot. What a strike. This might be it. Oh, my. You gotta believe this one's over.
Well, if you're a believer in anger management therapy, then Dr. Shelby has done a great job.
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Can we address R-Truth and Little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth. The guy's seeing things. He's holding ropes to let an imaginary person into the ring. Forget Daniel Bryan and Kane. Someone please help R-Truth.
I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE.com had a pictorial about Little Jimmy's family. Portraits like Little Jimmy and a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute that, okay? I'm a well-adjusted adult gentleman with many real-world friends, too. Thank you very much.
Oh, nasty impact.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know how to work together as a tag team. Then on the other side of the ring, judging from the last few weeks, Kane and Daniel Bryan are far from being on the same page.
Same page? Daniel and Kane aren't even reading the same book. Whereas Kofi and Truth, they're finishing each other's sentences.
Harsh impact.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But wouldn't you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry the tag team champions have.
Kofi feeds off adrenaline. He feeds off emotion.
Boom, right across the small of the back.
Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that had never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
R-Truth with a nice reversal. Here we go, back inside the ring.
So, Michael, let me ask you, did Daniel Bryan's anger management issues begin way back in April at WrestleMania, when Bryan, who was World Heavyweight Champion at the time, lost his title to Sheamus in a record 18 seconds? It's been haunting Daniel Bryan for months.
Yes, it did. Listen, Daniel Bryan confessed that WrestleMania was the most embarrassing moment of his whole life, and that's including the time his fiancée left him at the altar. Come to think of it, that was this year, too. I can't blame Daniel for feeling some stress. His shoulders are down.
In WWE, there's as much chaos outside the ring as there is inside the ring.
Try working with Saxton at ringside.
Oh!
Kofi Kingston is obviously showing concern for R-Truth, as any good tag team partner would.
We haven't really been seeing that kind of concern for a partner between Kane and Bryan, however.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
You know, Corey, I see Daniel's issues with the S-chant, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, even in Montreal, where we were for Raw this past week, the crowd chants, "We, we, we," so these yes chants are becoming bilingual.
Oh, very cute, Cole. Daniel Bryan's just a few feet away, and you're doing that. You should see if your friend Dr. Shelby does sensitivity training as well, because you need it.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic in a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Oh, wow. What a gritty performance.
He's got the shoulders down. 2! And the fight must go on.
He showed up here tonight for a fight, and that's exactly what we are seeing.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. He's looking at it.
Maybe a figment of your imagination, but little Jimmy hurts.
Arch, we've got it covered. He stops the count.
Boom, what impact.
We don't often see the big red monster in a position like this.
Kane might actually want to consider trusting Daniel Bryan. I need to say, guys, if Daniel Bryan and Kane can work together and win here tonight, Dr. Shelby deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, I hate to burst your bubble, Cole, but I have it on good authority that Dr. Shelby isn't even a certified therapist. My sources on the health board say he dropped out of medical school to visit Tibet on some kind of spiritual excursion. That guy's a fraud.
Reversal by R-Truth.
Oh, he turns it around.
with a nice reversal.
You know, I have to say, I have seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Michael. We don't see Daniel screaming in the face of fans anymore. He's keeping his composure pretty well. And Kane, well, Kane is still Kane. There is some deep-rooted trouble within that monster.
Look at this. 2! And he got a near fall out of it.
What a kick out. In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
Oh, the reversal by R-Truth.
He's a spinning ball of energy. He can crank it up whenever the mood strikes him.
And leading up to this match, a lot of praise was thrown on Kofi and R-Truth. Kofi being a 3-time Intercontinental Champion and both having time as United States Champion. Well, Daniel Bryan has his accolades as well.
Of course, Daniel Bryan won the United States Championship at this same pay-per-view 2 years ago against The Miz. He also went on to win a Money in the Bank and become a World Heavyweight Champion.
Bringing up Daniel Bryan's time as World Heavyweight Champion, he did lose that title in only 18 seconds to Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Why? Why do you have to go and bring that up, Saxton? You know Daniel's in a fragile state right now, and you bring up a moment where he was caught off guard.
This could be all she wrote.
Interesting decision here, Corey.
I don't know. I kind of like it. He clearly wants to inflict some more punishment.
Truth evades that one.
You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful chokeslam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the pinfall. I can't foresee that being the outcome.
Uh-oh. Is he done? Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't.
Uh-oh. Whoa, he lets him out.
What a fool. He had him dead to rights.
This could be it. Is he done? Oh, and he releases the hold. Wow.
Part of me thought that was it, Cole.
Tagged in. Oh, man! You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime-time players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful chokeslam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long.
Here comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring. And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Kingston's in trouble. The Kane are in peril. The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I think Bryan worked Kane with the tag.
Not at all. He felt like he was in control. Now Kane is heading up top. It's just a matter of time until this team implodes. We can't stand each other.
Kingston! Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging out in the ankle. Kane!
Kingston! Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan shoved away by Kane. Bryan with a shot to Kane in.
What is happening?
And there's Kane on the top rope. Splash! And new tag team champion. No way. Yes way.
Now we're going to smash and what we just saw. WWE Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Tag team champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
Man, it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! Team Champions! The Tag Team Champions! I am 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 the Tag Team Champions!
They can't even enjoy the victory together. The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can't call himself one half of the Tag Team Champions.